Today we're looking at jank Magic the Gathering combos that actually work. You love bad combos? Well, we have an unlimited number of unique ones today. This one's submitted by Toads. This is the Light of Sanction. This is a 3-mana enchantment. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures you control by sources you control. Now, how are we going to combo with that? There's actually millions of ways of doing it. One way is with Pyroclasm. For a 2-mana, it's a sorcery. Pyroclasm deals 2 damage to each creature. But not exactly each creature, because it's not going to be to your creatures because of the Light of Sanction. That protects your creatures from your own damage. So this actually combos with basically any burn spell that would, like Earthquake, Anger of the Gods, Blasphemous Act. So Light of Sanction actually can combo pretty well for wiping the opponent's board, but not your own. Looking out for you, Toads, even if you're not always here at the beginning of the show. Okay, let's take a look at Christopher B's card. You want the new Ketramos, the new one, because it's literally called the New Dawn, and I didn't spell Ketramos properly, and Moonring Mirror. So we are comboing with new powerful cards with maybe some old cards. Donate both to the same player. The second they draw a card or anything, they have dies, exiles, they lose in a loop. Oh no! So Ketramos is a 3-mana 4/4 god, menace, lifelink, indestructible. Can't attack or block unless there's 7 or more cards in exile, but there is the ability. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. So how is that going to negatively combo with Moonring Mirror? It's a 5-mana artifact. Whenever you draw a card, remove the top card of your library from the game face down. So we don't draw cards anymore. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may remove your hand from the game face down. If you do, put into your hand all other cards you own removed from the game with Moonring Mirror. How is that combo? Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or... actually, what's the errata on this card? Maybe I need to read the errata. Whenever you draw a card, exile the top card you lied face down. Oh, so it got exiled? This is whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn. But that actually doesn't trigger it. Then at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile all cards from your hand face down. If you do, I don't know. I don't understand this one, Christopher B. I don't know. I don't even if you donated this, I don't know how either of these 2 cards trigger. You got to explain this one. They draw a card or anything. They have dies / exiles. They lose in a loop. Oh, why? Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyard, but it's from graveyard and or battlefield, not from your hand, not anywhere. Okay, you have to. I need a little bit more explanation. That might be a jank combo that doesn't actually work. It's a well-known infinite. We've done it at least. Oh no, sorry, that's commenting something else. Okay, moving on. You draw and exile every draw. So it's gone. Yeah, but it's gone. But you don't draw a card again. You can't exile. Ketramos triggers whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from the graveyard and or the battlefield during your turn. Draw a card and lose 1 life. So the card has to be exiled from the graveyard or exiled, like Patha exiled from the battlefield. You get what I'm saying? So if we're exiling from our hand, it doesn't trigger Ketramos. That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how this card forces Ketramos to trigger. Yeah, exile. It's not. Yeah, exiling from library, exiling from hand. Just good discussion. Good disqualified. Get back to the drawing board, Christopher B. All right, Toilet Duck with Jumbo Cactuar to attack an untapped Cactuar with aim high. We have the millionth Jumbo Cactuar combos. Then tap Cactuar again to station the Eternity Elevator. Oh, this is hilarious. So we're using Jumbo Cactuar to charge a charge card up. Elevator has 10,000 charge counters and taps for 10,000. Wow, this is insane. Okay, Jumbo Cactuar, attack. It's a 10,000 power creature. Then we use aim high, instant speed. Untapped target creature gets +2/+2 and gains reach until end of turn. Wow, you're actually wrong about this. You're wrong, Toilet Duck. It doesn't add 10,000 charge counters. It adds 10,002 charge counters. Because aim high, you have to add aim high's calculus. So, and then we tap our Cactuar to charge this thing up to a bazillion. Tap add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of charge counters on the Eternity Elevator. It's funny, it's not infinite. It might as well be. I don't know how you're going to spend it all at once anyhow. Okay, next up. That was cool. That was very, very cool. I super approve of this combo. Okay, Dustin Newby is like, it's not so much a combo, but a turn 2 win. Well, how is that not a combo? How do we not describe this as a combo? Okay, turn 1, Core Duelist. Turn 2, 2 Sigardizade and Colossal Hammer. Does that matter? Colossal, as long as Core Duelist is equipped, it has double strike. Why do you need 2 Sigardizade? Oh, sorry, it's just... Okay, we'll go Cigar... Okay. This is actually really close. It's really close to a competitive combo. You have one little adjustment to it, and that is the kill creature is not a competitive card. The white 1/1 Core Soldier, as long as it's equipped, it has double strike, so you can attack for twice. Sigardizade, you can cast auras and equipment, though they had flash. When an equipment enters the battlefield under your control, you may attach it to target creature, and we want it to be the Colossus Hammer. So for 1 mana, throw that thing onto the battlefield, equip it to a creature. This creature, it's going to give it +10/+10, attack for 22 damage. It's a good combo attached to a jank creature. I'll give it that. Great combo, jank creature. What is that? What more Cactuars? Cactuar and Jared Golgari Leech Lord. How many Leech Lords? There's a lot of Leech Lords in this game. Okay, so we know our Cactuar attacks for 10,000. How does the Leech Lord take advantage of this? For 4 mana, it's a 2/2. Gets +1/+1 for each creature card in your graveyard. For 3 mana, sack another creature. Each opponent loses life equal to the sacrificed creature's power. It's a good combo. That's good. That's a good jank combo, if you ask me. That works. Just turn 2. No, it works. Yeah, that was a turn 2. That was a turn 2 combo. Okay, next up, we got Meme Bruli with Storm Cauldron, Kadama of the East, and Rampaging Baloths. Let's take a look at them. Storm Cauldron. And Kadama of the East. East Tree, to be specific. And Rampaging Baloths. Okay, what do you have to say about this combo? Okay, play a land, tap another land in response, bounce it, make token. Kadama puts land back into play. So the Storm Cauldron for 5 mana. Each player may play an additional land during each of the turns. When a land is tapped for mana, you boing it back to hand. Okay, we have a lot of landfall triggers. Now Kadama says it's a reach creature. Whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, if it wasn't put on the battlefield with this ability, you may put a permanent card with equal or lesser converted mana cost from your hand onto the battlefield. Oh, fascinating. If it wasn't put on the battlefield with this ability, you may put a permanent card with equal or lesser. So wait, you just keep putting the lands back in play? And Rampaging Baloth says, trample, landfall. Oh, you want to make infinite 4/4 creatures. What's up with this card? Like, I saw a Reddit post saying, like, this card is dangerous. Like, this is a problem. This thing makes 4/4s for your land drops. It should be put on the ban list. I don't understand. It's literally a 6 mana 6/6. It's probably weaker than Primeval Titan, although I guess Primeval Titan is banned at Commander. What to do about this thing? Okay, so what? The idea is, like, whenever another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, if it wasn't put onto the battlefield with this ability, you may put a permanent. So we're just bouncing lands back to our hand for infinite mana and then playing a Rampaging Baloths. Also for infinite 4/4s. It recently got errated to... Really? Okay, so what's the errat? Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 4/4 green beast creature token. Whenever a land you control enters... create a 4/4 green beast creature token. Green beast creature token. Green beast creature token. I don't get it. I have no idea what changed here. 6 mana for 6/6. Beast, trample, landfall, whenever land you control. Whenever land you control. I don't get it. Oh, it was an old card. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control. Oh, they just changed it to enters. I thought it was an actual super. It was no longer optional. Oh, it's probably for Arena. On Arena, it just clogs the game down to keep saying like, okay, would you like this thing? Would you like this effect? Would you like this effect you've built your deck around? Yes or no? So it's just automatic now. Although I think it's a bit stupid. Like that really changes the card. I mean, I guess not. It doesn't really change the card, but maybe it does. I mean, it functionally does make it different. Okay, next up, let's take a look at Kana. What do you got for us here today? The Jaws of Defeat and Overkill. Jaws of Defeat is a 4-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference between that creature's power and its toughness. Enters, target opponent loses life equal to the difference. Oh, so if I've got like a 7/1, I can deal 6 damage. That's pretty neat. That's a unique card. It's very unusual. Overkill. Target creature gets -0, -900. That is great. The difference will be 9,999 damage. Hold on, is that going to work? Whenever a creature you control enters, target opponent loses. So it's going to trigger. Is it going to have memory of the creature? How does that work? Like, does that actually work? So what I'm assuming is creature enters the battlefield. Jaws of Defeat triggers. Before Jaws of Defeat resolves, you cast Overkill. So does it have memory of the last time the creature, the last time the creature had power and toughness, or is it only remembering the moment it entered the battlefield? I'm assuming it actually remembers, but I don't know. This is like, Judge, I need help. Does this work? Does this work, please? Christopher B says, yes, it works. Thank God. All right. That's everything I needed to hear. If it's a long jank combo, submit it to my Discord. All jank, super long, four mana plus combos go to the Discord. And just tell me what you called it in the Discord, and I'll look it up. I will do that. Otherwise, it's got to be 3 cards or less. Hexanort. With Requiem Monolith. Orcish Bowmaster. Orcish Bowmasters. There's 2 of them that come into play, believe it or not. And Armor of Shadows. Targeting opponent's creatures. Really? Okay, Requiem Monolith, 3-mana artifact, tap. Until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it. Activate only as a sorcery. Until end of turn, target creature gains. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw... We are the ones drawing the cards. That creature's controller may have this artifact deal 1 damage to it, to the creature itself. Orcish Bowmaster is, of course, whenever the opponent's drawing cards, we get to deal 1 damage, amass Orcs 1, and yeah. And then Armor of Shadows, a black instant. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains indestructible. So, are we supposed to donate this thing? Target creature gains. When this creature is dealt damage, you draw that many cards and lose that much life. Are we like... I don't get this combo. Targeting opponent's creature. Yeah, I get that. But this artifact... Oh, wait a minute. That target creature gains this thing. So target creature... So the opponent's creature is going to gain. Whenever this creature is dealt damage, you draw, and they're the controller of the creature. So I guess they're the ones who are going to be drawing the cards. Then you snipe it for 1 damage. They're going to start drawing those cards, but that's not good, because then that activates your Orcish Bowmasters. Then shoot the opponent! Or no, maybe no. I guess we keep shooting the creature that's indestructible from the Armor of Shadows. Okay, got it. Cool. Very neat. Very unusual too. Okay, let's look at Bryce's combo. Villas, donate, and again. One, isn't this the same thing? One, did we just look at this? No, this is Requiem. Okay, so we have another Orcish Bowmasters combo. Let's get the Orcish Bowmaster still over here. Then we're gonna have Villas, whatever that is. Vilas, I guess the Broker of Blood. And you want to what is, okay, who are we donating this to? Who are we donating what to? Villas is flying, black, pay 2 life, target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn. Whenever you lose life, draw that many cards. So we're gonna donate the Villas. Oh, and then it's gonna be dealt damage, and then they draw cards, which then activates our Orcish Bowmasters, which then lets us deal more damage. So whenever you lose life, and then we deal damage to them, and then they'll be dead instantly. It's nice. We have a lot of Orcish Bowmaster combos here today. Very, very nice. Pacers fan forever. Celis Rune Knight. Puppeteer Clique. Sorry, Puppeteer. Is it Puppeteer Clique? Puppet. I want to say it's Puppeteer. No, it's Puppeteer, I guess. Sounds weird. No, that's not a that's not. I don't know what this clique is. Okay, which clique? Hold on, let's look at it. But there's a lot of cliques. It was Puppeteer. Why couldn't I find that damn thing? And then Goblin Bombardment. I hate the typos. All right, what does our Celis Rune Knight do? 4 mana, 4/4, enters, discard any number of cards, draw that many cards +1. Whenever one or more of your other creatures you control enter, if one or more of them entered from a graveyard or was cast from a graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. Now, our Puppeteer Clique has flying, enters the battlefield, put target creature card from an opponent's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. It gains haste at the beginning of your next end step, exile it, and it also has persist. So it's going to come into play with a -1/-1 counter, but that's going to get contradicted by Celis Rune Knight, which gives a +1/+1 counter to this thing. So we're going to keep it. And then we have Goblin Bombardment. Oh! So we're going to sacrifice the Puppeteer. So this is just like, whenever one or more other creatures you control enter, if one or more of them enter from a graveyard, infinite damage. Infinite damage. Nice. Well done. It's another, I want to say it's like a Malira combo. Infinite Malira combos. Except Malira's dead now. No one wants to play Malira. Let's take a look at, we got Stormy Cat with Cornered Market and Spy Kit. Both have like funky names. 3 mana enchantment, Cornered Market. Players can't play spells or non-basic lands with the same name as a card in play. Sounds terrible in Commander. Oh, actually, it's not super terrible. I mean, I guess someone could play Soul Ring and no one else is allowed to play Soul Ring so long as Soul Ring is in play. Spy Kit, 2 mana equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has all names of non-legendary creature cards in addition to its name. Equipped creature gets and has. Oh, that's crazy. I mean, for everyone else, no, God, they just can't play any creatures because as its name has all names of non-legendary creature cards. So basically, people can only play the commanders. That's that's wild. You've cornered that market. I'm surprised this is not a more popular combo. Maybe people just don't know about it. That's just complete craziness. Okay, next super chat from Elixir with the Dark Steel Relic and Mirrorwave. And Drooling Ogre. Ew. The Drooling Ogre. Yeah, it's drooling in the picture. Okay, Darksteel Relic is just an artifact that's indestructible. Mirror Weave. Each other creature becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature until end of turn. Each other creature becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature. What the hell is with the Darksteel Relic for? So, Drooling Ogre for 2 mana is a 3/3. Whenever a player plays an artifact spell, that player gains control of Drooling Ogre. So, we play the Drooling Ogre. Each other creature becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature until end of turn. Then we're going to play our... I don't get it. I don't know why we needed this Darksteel Relic to donate this thing. Because can't we just play Mirror Weave and each other creature... and we're just targeting this thing anyway? What's the idea here, Elixir? Am I missing something? Whenever a player plays... Oh, we're going to gain control of all of them. Holy crap. You're right. That's a wild interaction. Okay, so we're going to Mirror Weave first. Everything's a Drooling Ogre. We're going to play our Darksteel. It could have been any artifact, I guess. And then we gain control of the Drooling Ogres. Until end of... And they're only Drooling Ogres until end of turn. Then they're going to retransform into whatever the hell they were in the first place. Sick combo. Super sick combo. Do you know what the origin of Hatsune Miku is? Isn't that like the music girl? Like she's not a real girl, but she's not a real person. This is like a made up person, but she's associated with a bunch of music. I think. I'm like 95% certain about this. And she's been around for a while. Okay, next up. Let's get... Lewis, we literally had that combo today. I can't believe it. On the same day. We've done that one already. Just says, I can't remember if I've said this one, but Torbran, Thane of Redfell, and Pyromania. Oh, sorry, Pyrohemia. Every time the turn goes around, everything takes 9 damage. Okay, we've got Torbran, 4 mana. If a red source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage plus 2. Pyrohemia, enchantment. At the beginning of the end step, if no creatures are on the battlefield, sacrifice it. And for 1 red, Pyrohemia deals 1 damage to each creature and each player. Only 7 damage? I think you can do a lot more than that. Next, we've got... Let's get the super chat from Pacers Fan Forever. Dawnshire, Sunstar Dreadnought. Okay, Dawnshire. This thing, the Sunstar Dreadnought. Get it to 10+, and then Stuffy Doll. Is this a combo, you say? So at +10, whenever you attack, it deals 1... Whenever you attack, Dawnshire deals 100 damage to up to 1 target creature or planeswalker. And then we've got Stuffy Doll, indestructible. Stuffy Doll enters the battlefield, choose a player. Oh, I see. When Stuffy Doll is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to the chosen player instead. So we're redirecting damage. This thing can't hit players. But you know who can hit players? Stuffy Doll. Stuffy Doll can hit players. You should be very, very afraid of Stuffy Doll. And a Dawnshire at 10. Hatsune Miku is a voice bank software you can use to sing songs. Oh, okay. I knew it was associated with music. Or something like that. Oh my god, old boy, what are you up to? We got Sage of... I saw the word Sage of Hours. Then we have Soul Cauldron. Agatha's Soul Cauldron, to be specific. Ugh, there's like 2... Okay, hold on. Agatha's Soul. And Ormos? Archive Keeper with an empty library. Okay, thank you very much for that information. Sage of Hours. It's got Heroic. If you cast a spell that targets Sage of Hours, put a +1/+1 counter on it, and remove all +1/+1 counters from Sage of Hours. For each 5 counters removed this way, take an extra turn after this one. That's so weird. How does that interact with Agatha's Soul Cauldron? So you exile the Sage of Hours and put on a creature. Take an extra turn after this one. And then Ormos with an empty library, 6 mana. If you draw a card while your library has no cards in it, instead put 5 +1/+1 counters on Ormos Archive of Keeper. Oh, and then from there you can remove them for the Sage of Hours, take an extra turn combo. Draw a card while the library has no cards in it. Interesting. And for 3 mana, discard 3 cards with different names, draw 5 cards. If you would draw a card while your library has no cards in it, instead put 5 +1/+1. Oh, so this is just, so instead of getting decked out, this creature just keeps getting bigger. But we can use that bigger creature to get infinite turns. It's actually really unique. There's a lot of fresh combos here today. A lot of cool fresh combos. Algot also talking about Hatsune Miku. She's essentially an incredibly intricate set of meaty instruments made by a motorcycle manufacturer. All right, that boils it down to that. Who has no combo yet? It's not a no card yet show. It's a no combo yet show. A Blackbird with Geirson Starn. The Keller morph. Spitfire. Lagak. And Nahiri's lithoforming. 1 land hit nuke. Okay, I hope it is. Okay, 3 mana for a Gerson Starn Keller morph. Ward 2. 3 auto stubs. Whenever another source you control deals exactly 1 damage to a permanent or player, Garrison Starn deals 2 damage to that permanent or player. Spitfire. Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. And then Nahiri's lithoforming. Red X. Sack X lands. For each land sacrificed this way, draw a card. You may play X additional lands this turn. Lands you control enter the battlefield tap this turn. I have no idea what this does. Whenever another source you control deals exactly 1 damage to a permanent player, this thing will deal 2 damage to that permanent player. This deals 1 extra damage. Oh, so for every single time we play a land, it'll deal 1 damage, but then it turns into 3 damage. And then may play X additional lands this turn. Oh, this not infinite. It's just like this big synergy or whatever. Little Deadfly asks, thank you, chat, for helping me out with Hatsune. Also, I thought she was a VTuber. You know, that's what I thought she was more like. She's got like some physical... She's got some physical virtual form. Okay, Jackal is like, Brash Taunter, Grafted Exoskeleton, and Colossal Hammer. Sorry again. Fiend Lash does what Taunter does. Okay, it's a 3-card combo. Great. Brash Taunter. Grafted Exoskeleton. And Colossus Hammer. People love their Colossus Hammers. How many of you play Colossus Hammer in your EDH deck? Even though it can't even one-shot somebody. You can try, though. Okay, Brash Taunter, 5 mana, 1/1. It's indestructible for a little guy. And when it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. And also for 3 mana tap, Brash Taunter fights. It's going to get into a fight with another target creature. Grafted Exoskeleton is an artifact. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has Infect. When it becomes unattached from a permanent, sack the permanent. And oh my god. Okay, so we're going to give Brash Taunter the Grafted Exoskeleton and the Colossus Hammer to give it +10/+10. And whenever it's dealt damage, deals that much damage. So, hold on. It fights another target creature. Indestructible. Whenever Brash Taunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. So we definitely are going to give it the Grafted Exoskeleton. But remember, it can't fight itself. It's got to fight some other creature. So you can... It deals that much damage to target opponent. Oh, I see. It doesn't matter. We can just pick a fight with anything. And it's just going to be dealt the damage. And then we're just going to nuke the... we're going to nuke our opponent for a bunch of poison counters. That's pretty cool. Elgot says there is a Hatsune Miku YouTube channel where music videos made with her are often posted. You know, I heard some of the music a long time ago. I thought it was pretty good. That's sort of my style. I should go check it out. She does have an appearance. I thought this is a made-up person. Next up, let's go look at Lesthien with Transcendence plus Wall of Blood and Starscape Cleric. Okay, Transcendence. You don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. When you have 20 or more life, you lose the game. Whenever you lose life, you gain 2 life for each 1 life you lost. Wall of Blood, pay 1 life. Wall of Blood gets +1/+1 until end of turn. And then Starscape Cleric. It's got Offspring for 3, flying. It can't be blocked. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. So the idea is we're going to pay 1 life. Whenever you lose life, you gain 2 life for each 1 life you lost. So what you can... So, okay, this is going to be a one-shot kill. That's interesting. So this trigger will go on the stack. And then you can be careful how much life you gain. So let's say you pay 1 life, you gain 2 life, then you could like pay the 2 life. There'll be 2 triggers, but you don't have to let them resolve. You can have 1 resolve, you gain 2 life, and then pay another 2 life. And then you just win the game because this card says, well, whenever you gain life, each opponent loses 1 life. And that trigger will also go on the stack. Yeah, that trigger will also go. So you at some point gain 2 life, but you'll always be in control of your life totally, that you never gain so much life that you actually die. Your opponents are going to die first. That's a pretty cool combo too. Okay, we're going to look at more combos. Tons of more combos today. We got to quickly thank our sponsors, FusionGamingOnline.com. This is a little jank. We got like halfway. There we go. Deal of the week this week. 20% off all playmats. And if you're looking to buy into your jank combos, can you believe in them? And you know what? Jank combos are the most fun combos. You want to get them at FusionGamingOnline.com. Don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu, though, to get 5% off all your purchases, and it supports the channel. We're also going to thank the Magic Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Play any deck you want, play as many jank combos as you want. Experiment to your delight. There's a freebie section, by the way, on Magic Online, so you don't actually have to play in tournaments. You can play in the tournament practice area with other people also playing with their own jank decks. You can support the channel renting using my Magic Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cashback using coupon code Nikachu _JTD to get that 40% cashback on your 3rd month subscription. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, back to our combos. A lot of creative combos out here today. We got Unashiak here in the house. We got Elish Norn Grand Cenobite. You want it? Yavam Cradle of Growth. Yavamaya specifically. And Life and Limb. These are all very popular cards I've heard of, but not in this combination. Oh, are we going to just kill off all the creatures? So, okay, first, step 1. I think, okay, step 1 is probably Yavamaya, Cradle of Growth. Everything's a forest. And then we have Life and Limb. All forests and saplings. All forests and all saplings are 1/1 green sapling creatures and forest lands in addition to other types. Oh my god, we're going to wipe the board. Elish Norn, you're going to shrink everything. Creatures your opponents control get -2/-2, but our creatures get +2/+2. Our forests, they're attacking for 3. Our opponent's forests are attacking for not so much 3. RP, everybody's lands. All their forests are gone. They're all dead. Don't worry, it's Elish Norn's fault, though. Cruel, very cruel combo. Very cruel. Hasn't even won yet. But you will win very quickly. God also says each Vocaloid voice bank, yeah, there are other ones, has a character design. You know, we're talking so much about Hatsune Miku. I should get Hatsune Miku on the show. There we go. I got Hatsune Miku is making an appearance. What do you think of the last combo, Hatsune? What do you think? Okay, it was a good combo. Okay, we're gonna put you away for now. But we'll bring you back. We'll bring Hatsune Miku back to approve of combos. Okay, David Sampson with Lazotep Query. Lazotep. Mirror Mad. Mirror Mad? Isn't it Mirror Maid? Don't get mad, get glad. It was Mermaid. Or was there another one? Oh no, it's Mirror Mad. There is a Mirror Mad. What the hell? What's going on here? And it needs to be in the graveyard. Plus, you need blue and 8 equals mill your entire library. than that Sage of Hours combo with the dragon. What? So hold on, this was like in addition? Oh, I see. So you have just a combo for getting rid of your library. Lazatep Query. Tap, sack a creature, add 1 mana of any color, or pay 2 and an X, tap, sack it. Exile target creature card with mana value X from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. What the hell does this Mirror Mad do? Flying for 2 mana. Mirror Mad Phantasm's owner shuffles it into the library. If that player does, they reveal cards on the top of the library until a card named Mirror Mad Phantasm is revealed. The player puts that card onto the battlefield, and all other cards revealed this way into the graveyard. How that? And so you said you want 9 mana. Sacrifice a desert. Exile target creature card with mana value X from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Oh, okay. We're gonna make a token of Mirror Mad, if I understand this correctly. Then we try to shuffle the token into the library, but it fails. If that player does, they reveal cards on the top of the library until they reveal a card named Mirror Mad, which they won't. The player puts that card onto the battlefield, and all other cards revealed this way into the graveyard. So we have no library, and then choose how you want to win the game from there, I guess. Choose how you want to win the game. Okay, next we got Almond Turbo Fog in mono blue. I love it. We have Emery. I love Emery. Huge fan of Emery, even though it doesn't work for me apparently. Vidalkin Orrery and Dark Sphere. It sounds dark. It looks dark. It looks like a Mark Tedden card. Emery, affinity for artifacts. ETB, mill 4 cards, and you can tap it to cast an artifact card from your graveyard. Next up, the Orrery. You may cast spells as though they had flash. What are we going to play? This one at flash speed? The Dark Sphere. Tap, sacrifice Dark Sphere to prevent half the damage done to you by a single source rounded down. Okay. I guess that works. What do you think? What do you think about that one, Miku? What do you think about that one? No comment, apparently, from Miku. Half the damage. You know, I can't remember. There was some joke. I saw some joke the other day. Like, you get like half off your like haircut, and like they keep going in to get half off. It's not half off the price. It's half your hair got cut off, and they keep going back in to get half the hair cut off, and like they'll never get their full hair cut off because it's always half. It's always half. Oh, but it's rounded down. So I guess if you cast this card enough times, we will get prevent half the. No, we won't. Because if they have 1 life, if we're getting dealt by 1 damage, we are still going to take a damage. But anyway, okay, it's super jank. You need Mirren Spy too. Oh, forgot a part. Well, that's okay. Mirren. What the hell does that do? Whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may untap target creature. Okay, that makes it even more jank, but we still don't prevent 100% of the damage. Anyway, okay, very, very, very jank. It's more jank than combo, I'll tell you that much. Super jank. Okay, next up we've got Corbinek. Thanks for contributing with Soul Link and Stuffy Doll. No one's done this one before. Stuffy Doll is just like a combo. How do I put it? It's like a combo starter kit. Anyway, okay, Soul Link, enchant creature. When an enchanted creature deals or is dealt damage, you gain that much life. Huh? So we're just deal 1 damage to itself to gain 1 life? Okay, it works. It's simple and elegant. Hey, pandas! Welcome to the show. Okay, no card yet for Indiana Jones. Sustaining Spirit. Oh, and Capsize? That's a weird combo. Old school 90s jank combo. I believe it. Okay, Sustaining Spirit, cumulative upkeep of 2. Damage that would reduce your life total less than 1 reduces it to 1 instead. Oh, and you're going to reset it with Capsize, which is return target permanent to its owner's hand, and you have buyback of 3. So if you have 8 mana, you can keep Sustaining Spirit at your upkeep. Don't even pay for it. Just bounce it back to your hand, then replay it. So bounce it back, replay with Sustaining Spirit. and then eventually just get land drops to get yourself out of it. Nice picture from Rebecca Guay. Nice, very nice. Very, very nice. That is very old school. It still works today. We got John with the Bolus's Citadel. And Phyrexian Devourer. Is it Bolus's Citadel? Isn't there a double S? The Citadel of Bolus. There is a double S. You know, it's like a game now. I'm like, did my users who are donating money and submitting cards, did they spell this card right? Because I misspell the cards enough as it is. But the thing is, if I'm not perfect, Scryfall is like, I don't know what this card is. Bolus Citadel? Never heard of it. Scryfall is a bit stupid in that capacity. Still love you, Scryfall. Still love you. Okay, Bolus Citadel, you can look at the top card. You can play the top card of your library. If you play a spell this way, you can pay life to cast the card and tap, sack 10 non-land permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life. Phyrexian Devourer says, when its power is 7 or greater, sack it. Remove the top card of your library from the game. Oh, put X+1/+1 counters on Phyrexian Devourer, where X is the removed card's converted mana cost. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay, so you get you can play the top card. You can also just get rid of the damn thing with this card. Exile the top card of your library. This is a fantastic combo. It's a bit expensive, but yeah. Well, if you could cast one, you could probably cast the other, so you can afford it. You're not starving here. Felicia. Heaven Sent. And two doubling seasons? Oh, please tell me what this does. I don't want to math this thing. I hate trying to figure out math on the fly. Realm Reborn. Ugh, this is going to be a mathsy combo. Okay, so let's go look at the mathsy cards. Doubling season. An effect would create one or more tokens, you get double. If you get one or more counters, you get double. Is it double? It creates that many that creates twice and also gives twice, yeah. It's not hardened scales. A Realm Reborn. Other permanents you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. Other permanents? So we can tap our enchantments for mana. It's very highly... Actually, it's not too unusual, but it's weird. Heaven Sent, 2 mana Saga, which also is going to tap for mana. It also investigates. We can tap those clue tokens for mana. And Chapter 3, Heaven Sent deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then if an opponent has 0 or less life, draw 7 cards. Otherwise, exile Heaven Sent, and you may cast it this turn. This is weird. What order are we playing these things in? So Doubling Season comes first. Heaven Sent comes next. And then we can investigate, I guess, once? What does this do? Felicia, explain yourself. I don't... Oh, sorry. We want 2 doubling seasons. So actually, we're doubling it twice. And then other perms you control have tap, add 1 mana of any color. I have no idea what this does. This does nothing by itself. With 2x doubling season, Heaven Sent immediately reaches Chapter 3, and you can recast it. Oh! And you may cast it... I see. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so we're putting in... going straight to Chapter 3 here. Deals 1 damage to each opponent. Then if an opponent has 0 or less life, draw 7 cards. Otherwise... if an opponent has 0... Okay, so if they won't have 0 or less life because they're not dead yet. We're going to kill them before that happens. Okay, that works! It's a neat combo, too. Okay, we have a donation here. Almond, thanks for that. You didn't have to. The first donation was good. The Mirror and Sky. Okay, who wants a donation? Oh, you know who likes donations? You know who's a huge fan of donations? Pedgeman. Pedgeman loves donations. Beacon of Immortality. And Tainted Remedy. I guess immortality turned upside down is death after all. Maybe. So Tainted Remedy is one of those, if an opponent would gain life, that player loses that much life instead. Cruel card for the life game players. Yeah, if an opponent. Then the Beacon of Immortality, instant. Target player's life total... double target player's life total. Shuffle Beacon of Immortality into its owner's life library. Oh my god. What do you think? What do you think, Miku? What do you think about that one? Yeah, I agree. We brought Miku on. Miku is my guest today. Given everyone, there's so much conversation around this person. That when AI takes us over, this is what AI is going to look like. This is what I'm probably going to see before I die. Okay, next up we've got Dead Heading with Verdant Embrace and Herd Gnar. And the Herd, whatever Herd Gnar is, could be anything here. Okay, 4 mana for a 2/2 beast. Whenever another creature comes into play under your control, Herd Gnar gets +2/+2 until end of turn. So it's going to get bigger. Verdant Embrace is a 5 mana aura. Enchanted creature gets +3/+3 and has at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Enchanted creature has +3/+3 and has when at the beginning of. Oh, okay, so we're just making a really big Herd Gnar, basically. Some synergy there. Okay, Kano's really excited about something. Oh, was it a dono? Okay, well, I have to get in line first. First, we gotta do Elixir. Elixir's in line. We'll get to you, Kano, though. We got Elixir's Evolution Sage on the battlefield. Cast Fall of the Thran, then play any land for the turn. So we need Evolution Sage. Fall of the Thran. Fall of the Thran Dynamo. And then we have to play a land. Fall of the Thran. Oh god. Chapter 1, destroy all lands. That's evil. That's the 1-card combo. Okay, Chapter 2. Each player returns 2 land cards from their graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, they're coming back. And then Evolution Sage says, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. Oh, proliferate means you can... Does proliferate let you go down on counters? I can't remember. Does proliferate... So you can... I can't remember, but I think proliferate can let you go up or down on counters. Or is it just up? And if it's just up, like, what is the point of this thing? Because I imagine if you go down, you can consistently destroy the lands over and over and over again. So one-sided board wipe. Proliferate is only up. Destroy all lands. Each player returns 2 land cards from the graveyard. I don't understand this card then. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. Like, okay, we trigger this thing to go back to Chapter 3 again? Each player returns 2. I don't see how it's a one-sided board wipe. You gain -1 because of -1/-1 counters. Huh? Okay, I'm breaking out the confused sound effect. Wait, I'm done. Ignore me. What do you think about this combo? Hitsune Miku, what do you think about this combo? It doesn't work. This is an oopsies. Some combos on this show don't actually work. It happens. It happens to all of us. Yeah, that's why I was asking, does proliferate go down? Because then we can go to Chapter 1, but you can only go up. You need some way to remove the counters. Keep cooking, Elixir. You got something here. I'm sure there's some way of making this work 100%. So we're gonna donate that one. Let's donate to Voltlin. You can have the super chat. We have Cole Stoke, Gear Hulk, Mirror Image ×2, and and they have to be in the graveyard, and then Goblin Bombardment. What the hell? What a weird combo is this? Okay, Cole Stoke, Gear Hulk, Menace Death Touch. When it enters, put target creature card with mana value 4 or less from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control with a finality counter on it. The creature gains Menace, Death Touch, and Haste. Oh, I get it. At the beginning of your next end step, exile that creature. Well, it doesn't matter. We're going to get a Mirror Image. When Mirror Image enters the battlefield, you copy any creature you control. So you're going to copy the Cole Stoke, Gear Hulk, which can then, with that trigger on the stack, you sacrifice your Mirror Image to the Goblin Bombardment. So it's back in the... Why do you need 2 of them? With Sanders, put target creature card with mana value 4 or less. Well, I guess the trigger goes on the stack and you need a target immediately. So yeah, you have to target the other image. So then the Gear Hulk trigger resolves. You get another mirror image, copy the Coal Stoke Gear Hulk, target the other image, sack it to Goblin Bombardment, let mirror edge image come into play, copy the coal thingy, and it works. It works great. Chris Bonehead is like, I haven't seen all 35 other parts, so I don't know what has been done before. You know what? Over time, people just seem to have original combos no matter what. All right, Nola. You've got a Dono Takano with Driver of the Dead, the Master Formed Anew, and Altar of Dementia. The Altar of Altar of Dementia. No, is it Altar? As in ER? No. What is going on here? Altar. It's an altar of some sort. Altar of something. Where is this thing? Dementia. Okay, I was just not spelling it properly, I guess. Okay, this is sack a creature. Target player puts a number of cards equal to the sacked creature's power from the top of the library into the graveyard. The Master Formed Anew is a 2-mana 0/1 Time Lord Rogue Body Thief. When you cast this spell, you may exile a creature you control and put a takeover counter on it. You may have the Master Formed Anew enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature card in exile with a takeover counter on it. What? Okay. You may have the Master Formed Anew enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature in exile with a takeover counter on it. This is really confusing. This card. I don't know how this works. When you cast the spell, you may exile a creature you control. Okay, the creature is exiled. You may have the Master Formed Anew enter the battlefield as a okay, so we cast it, we exiled it. Now it can enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature in exile. Okay, you know, the way it's worded, it seemed complicated, but now I understand. You know, I somehow have to picture the thing actually happening. Okay, so it just comes into play with what we exiled. Driver of the Dead for 4 mana. When this creature dies, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. Oh, fantastic. So the deal is we're going to copy Driver of the Dead, and then we're going to sack it to the Altar of Dementia. So then we bring it back. So it's sacked. The trigger happens. We get it back. I have no idea how we're going to cast this over and over again. You may have Master of the Formed Anew enter the battlefield as a copy of a creature card in exile with a takeover counter on it. We can just keep I don't get it. Return target. Oh no, it just comes back to the battlefield. We're not casting it. And this thing still has a takeover counter, so you have an infinite combo. Good God! It hurts my brain. It's a very, very brain mushy card. Or you know what? This is not a combo for the end of the show. This is a good combo for the beginning of the show. Corbinik, you know, I have a dumb question. How comes a counter spell can't add counters? Sounds like false advertisement to me. You got that right. Next. Oh yeah, I figured it out eventually, Kano. I'm sort of a bright person. Yeah, I'm a little bright. Okay, M Nation. Surprise Deployment. An Archfiend of Despair. I like this combo because I don't know either of these cards. Okay, we've got Surprise Deployment is a 4-mana instant. Play it only during combat. Put a non-white creature card from your hand into play at the end of turn. Return that creature back to your hand. Okay, fascinating. Because what this card is going to do, I guess it's going to put something in play for surprise. Archfiend of Despair is probably what. Can we put any creature? Put an non-white creature. Okay, Archfiend of Despair is going to be that creature. It's in danger. 8 mana. It's going to be for free. A 6/6 flyer. Your opponents can't gain life. At the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to the life that player lost this turn. At the beginning of each end step, each opponent loses life equal to the... So basically, okay, we're going to swing in for an attack, deal a bunch of damage, and then Archfiend of Despair will deal like double that damage. Very unusual. Very, very unusual. Next. What the hell is this? A new hot standard combo? This is a bad combo show, William. We want bad combos. We don't want good combos. Everyone's going to know about this one. What is it? Okay, I'll give you a shout out, though. Railway Brawler for 4 mana on the following turn. Play it and cast Devastating Onslaught to copy the Brawler for X equals 2, which makes 2 20/20 Trample Hasters. That's possible in Standard. Sounds like Vivi probably can deal with it. Nothing can deal with Vivi. Okay, Trisaru with Felia. Exuberant Shepherd. The dog. This stupid dog. Near Death Experience and World Fire. What the hell's gonna go on here? World Fire. Blow everything up. Exile all permanents. And everyone's life total is 1. Near Death Experience. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 1 life, you win the game. Oh my god. How the hell is this going to work? Oh, so we're gonna play Near Death Experience. We're gonna play our Felia. We're gonna attack with Felia. We're going to exile a non-land permanent. We're gonna exile this Near Death Experience. And then afterwards, then we play our World Fire. We have nothing in play. And then at end of turn, Near Death Experience comes back from the Felia. And then on the following turn, we are going to win the game. Assuming nobody bolts us to death. Assuming. Big assuming. Next up, we've got Elixir with Phyrexian Devour and Assault Suit. Does work, though. I want to redeem my... This one works. I'm pretty sure this has been suggested. Like, not today. Here we got the Devour. It's just a big... What is this? It's a construct? I thought it was just a big blob. Assault Suit. Assault Suit is a very popular combo card. How does this work? Equipped creature gets +2/+2, haste, can't attack you or planeswalkers you control and can't be sacked. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control of equipped creature until end of turn. So we're going to give everybody the Phyrexian Devourer. Remove the top card of your library from the game. Put X +1/+1 counters on Phyrexian Devourer, where X is the remove card's converted mana cost. If Phyrexian Devourer's power is 7 or greater, sacrifice it. What does this do? So we're giving other people the option. Remove the top card of your library. Beginning of your upkeep, you may have that player gain control of the equipped creature. We could. How does this work? I don't know what you're trying to achieve here. Has haste, can attack you or planeswalkers, or are you just buffing it up? You're just going to be, okay, we're going to exile a bunch of cards, buff it up, and just give it to somebody. Does it draw the game? Put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the remove card's convert mana cost. If its power is 7 or greater, sack it. Haste, can't attack you or planeswalkers, can't be sacrificed. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, you may have that player gain control. Oh, are you exiling your entire library to get it? Oh, I see. It's going to try to trigger. Oh, that is very crazy. It's a big beater that can mill you as well. No, I mean, you're just going to lock the game unless counters, unless your entire deck is a bunch of lands. Because what's going to happen is this thing's power is going to get to over 7. This thing's going to trigger, but it's perpetually going to try to trigger, even though it can't be sacrificed. It's like, oh, it didn't get sacrificed? Well, state-based action says that it's like 7 power. So this is a way of getting a draw. That is jank, though. So in some sense, I don't think it works the way you wanted it to work, but it does actually work if you want to draw the game in a really weird way. We should have something like that, like combos that draw the game. I have no idea if that has any value to any soul on the face of this earth, but this would be one of them. Who has no card yet? We got one unknown player. New unglued card idea. Counter spell enchantment. Opponents may not change the amount of counters on permanents. Interesting. It's fascinating. It's like, oh, that idea was a tier 4 deck. Well, anything is possible in standard if you can play against low enough opponents. Who do we have up here? I missed Julian. Haven't seen you in a while. Requiem, Monolith, and Orcish Bowmasters plus any indestructible spell. Requiem, Monolith. Did we see these cards today? Is this a new card? Oh, it's an Edge of Eternity's card. Orcish Bowmasters. Yeah, I suppose that's a new card. Oh, you know what? We actually saw this. We've actually done this today. Yeah, we already had a Bowmasters Requiem Monolith combo, and then what's it called? And then an indestructible spell. So combos that deal a bazillion damage to each players. That's possible. That's one way to do it. Little MX Doom with Fire Lord Zuko and Hellkite Charger. And we need our Hellkite Charger. Are we going to have a bunch of new avatar combos coming up soon, everybody? New avatar combos. Hellkite Charger, Flying Haste, attacks. You can pay 7 mana if you do untap all attacking creatures and attack again. And we have Fire Lord Zuko, 2/4, Human Noble Ally. Firebending X, where X is Fire Lord Zuko's power. So when it attacks at X, red, this mana lasts until end of combat. Whenever you cast... Oh, interesting. So that's the mana we need to actually activate the Hellkite Charger. Maybe again. There's an additional combat phase, so I guess if you have infinite mana, you have infinite attacks. Whenever you cast a spell from exile, and whenever a permanent you control enters from exile, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. So I guess the idea is get this thing to a big power. Was that actually specified? I guess the idea is get Fire Lord Zuko to, I don't know, what, 7 power? And then from that 7 power, we can continuously attack for eternity. Okay, we're going to do one more. So that was a super chat. Yeah, get his power to 7. Some assembly required. Some assembly. Okay, let's get Viral Car, who didn't get a card at all. This was originally posted by Pedgeman. Miku, Queen, Electric. She is the Electricity Queen. Port Razor. And Roar of Resistance. Look at that, people love Pedgeman. Pedgeman is super beloved by everyone in the community. How many donos you're gonna get, even though you're not even I guess this is not a dono. The Viral Car sacrificed the no card yet for Pedgeman. Okay, Miku. What does Miku do? Oh, it's Brago, King of Eternal. Deal combat damage to a player, exile any number of target non-land perms you control, then return them back. Huge blinking card. Port Razor. Deal combat damage to a player, untap each creature you control after this combat phase. Attack again. Can't attack a player that has already attacked this turn. Well, not unless we blink it. Roar of Resistance. Creature tokens you control have haste. Whenever one or more creatures attack, you may pay 2. If you do, creatures attacking your opponents and planeswalkers they control get +2/+0 until end of turn. How the hell does this work? Okay, so you want to blink, Port Razor, and keep attacking for infinite attacks and infinite blinks. Deals combat damage to a player, any number of target non-land perms you control, then return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control. So we're going to blink the Port Razor. Untap each creature. Oh, I see. Hold on. Exile any number of target creatures you control, then return those cards back. Okay, so we just keep getting attacks, because this thing's going to keep triggering. Is this necessary? Oh, the creatures do need haste. That's right. We need some speedy creatures. Because if they're not speedy, then they're just going to blink and have summoning sickness. My bad, we need Fervor instead of Roar. Roar works. Creature. Oh, it's creature tokens you have. Yeah, that actually doesn't work. But Pedgeman will fix it with Fervor, which is fine. Creatures you control have haste. There's a lot of other cards you could use. There's a lot of cards out there give your creatures haste. It all works out. Very nice, my coffee crew. Well done. Well done. Let's get an applause for all of you. 10 out of 10. These were some great jank combos here. And as usual, we do the show 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Also, thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. Some people even sacrifice their no card yet for other people on this show. And of course, thank you very much, everyone. Oh God, this is very late, Almond. Oh, you're cutting it really close. Okay, we're gonna get one more combo in, I guess. Yeah, thank you, Miku. Miku, what do you think? Should we do the last combo by Almond? Almond didn't get it in on time. What are we gonna do about Almond here? All right, we're gonna do Almond's combo, even though it's a little bit late. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We've got Karn Silver Golem, the Eternity Elevator, Dark Depths. Well, how many cards are this? Dark Depths, Thespians. Unfortunately, most of these Thespian stage, most of these things we know about, and Freed from the Real. Okay, I understand 3 out of 5 cards from this combo. I understand 3 out of 5. So this is pay a blue, tap enchanted creature, untap enchanted creature. So the idea is Thespian stage or Dark Depths to get a 20/20. Then the 20/20 is going to charge our Eternity Elevator to add more mana. Whenever Karn Silver Golem blocks or becomes blocked, gets -4/+4. For 1 mana, target non-creature artifact becomes an artifact creature with power and toughness, each equal to its converted mana cost until end of turn. The hell does that matter? So we have bazillions of mana. Is this just a weird infinite mana combo? Is this even a creature? No, it doesn't become a creature. Oh no, but this thing can be a creature. And we can continuously charge this thing, I guess? What does it do? Make elevator a creature to enchant. Ah, okay. That is just... That whoosh, way over my head. Way over my head. All right. Nice. Very nice. Okay, of course, thank you very much, everyone, for... Thank you very much to Pedgeman saving me in there in the end. Who do we got to thank here? We've got Steve Cooper, Pedgeman, Little Dead Fly, Old Boy, Jess, Chris Bonehead, William, Kano, Aaron, Hexanort, William, David. I think we got Jess and many more. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep bringing those coffees, and we're going to keep bringing up the magic. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you at the next cup.